Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Well, we all know that the She-Hulk Marvel television series out there was an absolute disastrous dumpster fire. It failed in the ratings and it cost over $200 million. This show is just an absolute dumpster fire. I did give it a shot. I wanted to see if the CGI was actually going to be as bad in the series as a lot of the clips we'd seen out there on the internet. And yes, boys and girls, it was just as bad, if not worse, in some areas out there. And needless to say, the absolute abysmal depiction that they did of the beautiful, gorgeous, and strong embodiment of femininity that is She-Hulk in the comics was absolutely trashed, destroyed, and misrepresented in every way they possibly could. They literally turned her into nothing more than a drunken hoe that was trying to go out with the bar every single night with her friends, just trying to get laid. It was pathetic, it was sad, and was probably a very much a representation of exactly what all of the writers out there in San Francisco's lives are, because they're lonely 40-year-old people with no families that have a bunch of cats, and they have no man or anybody else to keep them company at night. And well, they decide to express that in their art. And now we've got the consequences of that actions, because Tatiana Maslany is claiming she's been fired, supposedly jokingly, because she's too woke. And in some of the comments and some of the clips we've seen of her in recent years, this Canadian actress is an absolute psychopath. She is possessed by the spirit of the age and is totally down to sacrifice anything she can get her hands on the altar of the cult, and it is blown up in her face. And honestly, boys and girls, this could probably be the best thing for the She-Hulk characters if we never see this version ever again in the MCU out there. Who knows? Maybe it'll be another great excuse for Kevin Feige out there to clean a little bit more house when it comes to Avengers, Secret Wars, and Doomsday, to just erase her from the timeline. Or who knows, maybe actually bringing in an attractive, beautiful She-Hulk that a lot of the fans can actually out there enjoy, who represents the character properly. But hey, that's just a pipe dream. But at the end of the day, at least this woke psychopath is completely and totally out at She-Hulk. So we're going to check out this article from cosmicbook.news, get into exactly what she said and everything else surrounding how much of a disastrous dumpster fire this series was. But before we do, if you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, boys and girls, because we are grinding, we are growing, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the section down below. Does it surprise you at all that she is claiming, even necessarily jokingly, maybe not so jokingly, that she has been indeed fired? And do you think it's because of her politics, like a lot of the rumors have told us, that Kevin Feige got rid of the activist producers? Let us know what you think about all of that in the comment section down below. And also, if you'd like to help support the channel, please check out the links in the description as well. So from cosmicbook.news and our dear sweet Matt McGloin, Tatiana Maslany mocks fans, jokes she was fired from Deadpool and Wolverine because she's woke. Well, if the rumors are to be true, it sounds like Kevin Feige did fire a lot of the people that we've defined as woke. He just refers to them as activists. Same difference. In a new interview, Tatiana Maslany sounds like she is mocking the fans as she jokes she was fired from Deadpool and Wolverine and that She-Hulk didn't make any money because she's woke. Well, and honestly, because the series, it wasn't just that. It was also the series had a lot of really bad CGI and was a piss poor representation of the She-Hulk character out there that was not recognizable to any of the fans that had known and loved her for a very long time. I mean, hell, they did a better representation of her in Fantastic Four than they did in this hot garbage. Maslany also happens to be a pretty far left, as she supports transgenderism and the notion of letting kids choose their own pronouns and identities without schools letting parents know. Yep, we've seen that clip before. She's also starring in Paramount's upcoming Starfleet Academy. Oh, and you know that's not going to be a pile of hot, steaming spirit of the age garbage now, is it, boys and girls? Because you know Star Trek's just in such a great place right now, isn't it? Oh, Kirksman, may you burn in hell. While appearing on the Comedy Bang podcast, Tatiana Maslany jokes about Marvel, where she's well aware of the rumors surrounding Deadpool and Wolverine, and it was said about She-Hulk, which has been canceled after one season due to low viewership. Yeah, the ratings were abysmal and dropped off so bad from the first episode to the last. It was garbage. It was hot garbage. Even the Daredevil episode barely caused anything to spike in any noticeable way whatsoever. Wild rumors offered that Tatiana Maslany was going to appear in Deadpool and Wolverine, but that Ryan Reynolds fired her from the movie. Now, whether or not this is true or not, I had never heard this, at least during the time I'd been reporting on all of this kind of stuff, and we were all over the Deadpool and Wolverine stuff. I mean, we just milked that thing till it was dead, and we're still trying to milk it every once in a while. But I mean, literally, Like, I didn't hear any about this. So yeah, talk about some wild rumors out there. She claims, supposedly jokingly, that it actually was the case. I was in Deadpool and Wolverine. I had 2 scenes in it. And then Ryan Reynolds fired me from the show because he said, I don't like these scenes. Now I'm suing Disney. I always talk about how much I hate Wolverine and Deadpool. I talk about it all the time. Oh, right, because I'm sure that's not trying to mock or ridicule Gina Carano in any way, shape, or form, who was actually a fan favorite and one of the bright spots of the Mandalorian series out there, who, after simply for disagreeing with the acolytes of the cult, got her ass fired from Disney and is now suing the crap out of them, which that lawsuit is going very well, boys and girls. I can't wait for discovery. So color us shocked there. A person with an attitude like this, disrespecting fans out there, disrespecting people that are actually beloved by fans, unlike Tatiana Maslany. Wow. I wonder why you won't be appearing in the future of the MCU. I wonder why She-Hulk isn't getting a season 2. Color us shocked there. She continued joking that she has a feminist agenda, and that's the reason she doesn't continue with Marvel, because she's woke, which actually might be a dig at Gina Carano, who was fired from Disney over her comments and is suing Disney. Color us shocked there. I also wish I'd just sit down and stop pushing my feminist agenda and just realize that Deadpool and Wolverine made a lot of money and She-Hulk only made $3. That's why they're getting rid of me, because I had this woke agenda and I really wanted to bring it into the movie. Well, somebody certainly wanted to, and it was very obvious that that's exactly what the writers, producers, and showrunners behind your series did, because it was a hot, steaming pile of garbage that nobody wants. So I'm glad you can joke about it, because trust me, the rest of us are laughing as well. Recent rumors have actually said that Kevin Feige has fired all of the woke producers at Marvel. The past 5 years of Marvel has also seen the quality nosedive because of injecting an agenda into the content instead of making it about a good story. Regarding why She-Hulk was similar to happened recently, The Acolyte, reportedly the budget of She-Hulk ballooned to $200 million. But the viewership didn't warrant the high score the series has been canceled. Why? Because as Tatiana Maslany said, it was a woke pile of steaming garbage. Yes, she was trying to joke about the fact that why she wasn't in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, but we know exactly why the She-Hulk series failed, and she even knows that she's not coming back for it. She said when recently asked about it, she says, I don't think so. I think we blew our budget, and Disney was like, no thanks. You think? $200 million to end up being one of the least watched series in all of Disney Marvel's history when it comes to their streaming service. Yes, Tatiana Maslany, you can go out there and laugh in your echo chambers all day long that you're woke, 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 and you got fired, and it's oh so funny, and it's all so laughable. But at the end of the day, we know, and you know, that it's true. Your agenda-driven nonsense has failed time and time again, and every time one of you crazy activists decides to go out there on the red carpet and open your mouths, it causes Kevin Feige's butthole to pucker, because he knows it's just one more sign and one more nail in the coffin of his legacy over there at Marvel. It's why he's fired all of the activist producers. It's why, Tatiana Maslany, you will not be returning in a She-Hulk season 2, because guess what? Disney is broke and they cannot continue to pander to your agenda, which continues to fall flat time and time again. The old adage of go woke, go broke exists, and you, Tatiana Maslany, Disney, MCU, Marvel, and She-Hulk have proven that true. So yes, you are fired. Yes, there is going to be no season 2, and it's exactly what you deserve.